Good morning. You are welcome back to my channel. This is Master BCM TV. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Press the notification button, press love and like, share the video so that the moment I'm releasing my video into my YouTube channel, you are going to be the number one to be seeing the video. Thank you. Our tutorial for today is how to notice an error in sharpening. There's one common error in sharpening that most of the people sharpening clipper, they did not take note at all. So I want to show you today one common error that most people sharpening clipper blades do. Most of them did not aware it. Therefore, from this type of error, you can never sharpen clipper blade correctly. You can never sharpen any type of clipper blade successively. You can never sharpen any type of clipper blade and when you test it, it's going to work fine. No, it's not going to work fine. It's not going to work fine at all. So I'll be showing you one by one different type of errors that people sharpening clipper blade, barbers, stylists, proprietors, barber engineer, and the private people that bought their own clipper, buy the stone by themselves, trying to sharpen the clipper blade by themselves, where most of people do mistakes, where error used to come. Yeah, today I will show you step by step how you can sharpen clipper blade and develop error. How you can sharpen different type of clipper blade on the super hard manual sharpening stone and develop error. What do I mean by error? Error is a mistake done in sharpening of the clipper blade, any different varieties of clipper blade. Therefore, making mistakes when you sharpen the clipper blade finish. When you sharpen the upper clipper blade, the inner surface like this, you sharpen it on the stone, on the super hard manual sharpening stone. Then the bottom clipper blade, that is comping blade, you sharpen it on the super hard manual sharpening stone. After you now test, after you have sharpened the clipper finish, you tested it maybe with your freehand testing styling method, or you fix the clipper blade into the clipper engine. You do the normal thing you're supposed to do. You apply the oil, then you now switch on the clipper engine. You allow it to work for some time. You now test. Then you now discover that the clipper blade is not working fine. It's not working at all, or partially working, or working roughly. All what I'm trying to fashion out is that the clipper blade is not going to work fine again. How can you make such an error? How can you develop an error in sharpening of the clipper blade? We have different logics in sharpening clipper blade in my studio. But any style you use so far, you are using the manual. This is the manual sharpening stone. This is for manual. You see it? This is manual sharpening stone. This is manual. So we did different type of tutorials from the past. How you can activate the surface of your stone to make this surface active for sharpening of the clipper blade, different types at ease. How you can identify original type of stone you can be using to sharpen your clipper blades. How can you sharpen the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone you are using or you want to use, or the one you are using before, the stone surface as dull, it cannot sharpen the clipper blade again. How are you going to resharpen it? How are you going to fashion out the sharpening surface? The surface that will be sharpening the inner surface of the clipper blade you want to be using, or which customers has carried for you for commercial. How are you going to sharpen it? Different type of tutorial have been done in the past. Try to subscribe to this channel, Master BCM TV. You go back and watch the videos. Go back, go to the old videos. You go and watch them step by steps in sharpening different type of clipper blades. Step by step in sharpening the stone. Step by step, you can maneuver yourself in handling the clipper blade properly. On the super hard manner sharpening stone, you can be able to get effective sharpening. So I've did different type of videos on sharpening of different type of clipper blades and the sharpening of different type of stones. So subscribe to Master BCM TV. This channel you are watching, subscribe to it. You press the notification button, then you share the video, you press love and like button. Then after, go back to the home page of the channel. Go and watch all those videos. How to sharpen different type of clipper blade, how to sharpen the stone, how to identify original stones. Videos are many there. You can be able to watch them, you can be able to gain. You can be able to watch them, then you'll be able to understand how to sharpen different type of clipper blade in the barber industry. So therefore, if you can try your best to subscribe to this channel, inform the fellow barbers around you, stylists around you, proprietors around you, people having their own clippers by themselves. They want to be sharpening clipper blade by themselves. They want to know everything pertaining to the stone. They want to be able to be using the stone, different type of stone they have to sharpen different type of clipper blades they are using. So let them subscribe to this channel to get access to different type of videos. Now, tutorial I'm going to teach you now is one common error that most people sharpening clipper blades do that make the clipper blade not to work fine. One common error that most of the people sharpening clipper blades do when sharpening their own clipper blades. From there, they can never sharpen clipper blade correctly. No matter how, they cannot get it right because they did not follow the normal procedure. Then I will show you the mistake. But before I show you the mistake on the stone, I would likely to explain for you very well. When I explain how you can sharpen the clipper blade orally with mouth, I will explain for you how you can develop that kind of error. Then after we now go into the field, I will now show you. When I show you, you can be able to really understand. When you want to sharpen your clipper blades or during the process of sharpening the clipper blade, you can be able to remember and you can be able to readjust yourself so that you won't make that kind of silly mistake. Maybe you have been making such silly mistake before, but you now try to correct yourself now. From this moment, you can be able to sharpen correct, you can be able to sharpen clipper blade, different type of clipper blade using any type of stone you want, professionally, logically, technically, successfully, so that there will be no error after the sharpening. Now, you see this clipper blade now, you want to sharpen it. Let me get closer to the camera, you can be able to see exactly what I'm trying to fashion out. See this clipper blade now, you want to sharpen it. This is an old clipper blade. You want to sharpen the surface. You want to sharpen the surface. So if you really want to enjoy the sharpening, you divide the blade into two. You divide the clipper blade into two like this. You can see it. You divide it into two. When you divide it into two, you first sharpen this side. Or you start from here. You sharpen any one you like. You choose as number one. You sharpen this side first. When you sharpen here, after, then you move to this side. Or you first sharpen this side, then after you sharpen here. You see it? Then what I'm trying to fashion now, to try to understand me very well, this is how you position your blade on the stone. You are going to use this inner surface you want to sharpen to face the inner surface of the stone you want to use to sharpen. You place it in this way, not in this way. You see it, not in this way. This is the surface you want to sharpen. You now put it on the stone like this. When you put it on the stone like this, then you divide the blade into two. You see it like this. When you divide it into two, you first sharpen this side. After you sharpen this side, then you come back to this side. You check. So when you check, anywhere there is work remain, then you come back to this side again. You sharpen. After this one, you sharpen here. You continue that process till you get exactly what you want. But where people normally do mistake, if you want to sharpen this side now, when you divide the clipper blade into two, you divide it into two like this. Then you want to sharpen here. You want to make the clipper blade sharpen correctly and work fine. You now apply pressure, plenty or many in one side. You divide the clipper blade into two. Maybe the pressure is too much here, or the pressure is too much by this side. One side will now go down than the other. Let me show you the inner surface now. This is the surface you want to sharpen. That to watch carefully. Now you divide the clipper blade into two. Then when sharpening this side now, you now apply much pressure on this side than here, or you apply much pressure on this side than here. Though after you sharpen it finish, one side is going to go down than the other. Let me bring the bottom clipper blade too. If you want to sharpen the bottom clipper blade now, you divide the clipper blade into two. You see the way I divide it into two? Then you want to sharpen this surface of the clipper blade. You want it to work fine. When you divide it into two, you first sharpen here, or you start from here. Anywhere you start from, assuming you divide it into two like this, you start from here. After sharpening this one, you come back here, you sharpen it. Then the pressure, the way you press here down, have to be the same with here. When you apply too much pressure on this side, or the number of counting of to and fro you are counting on this side is too many, then this side is likely to go down than the other. You see it? So that is why you need to master the way you apply pressure on one side. You need to master it very well, and I'll show you on the stone how you can do it to develop that error. If care is not taken, if you're not aware of what you are doing very well, the error is going to come out. And once the error come out, the blade will not work fine. We now go into the field now, and I'll show you. Now we are now in the workshop. Now I want to show you how you can position your thumb, how you can develop that error when sharpening the clipper blade. Let us start from the upper clipper blade now. Assuming you have put the masking tape at the back of the blade, let me show you. You are putting the masking tape at the back of the blade to make the blade very, very grit, so that you can be able to use your thumb to hold it very well. Now, this is the surface of the stone you want to use in sharpening. You see it? Then you divide the blade into two. You want to sharpen here first, or this side first. Wherever you want to start to sharpening. Then don't forget, you have cleaned the surface of your stone. You have do the necessary. You have activated the surface of your stone. Go back to my old videos. The videos are produced in the past. The previous one, you can be able to watch the video how you can activate the surface of the stone. How you can activate the surface before using it to sharpen the clipper blade. So we have three different ways to activate to make this surface very, very active. to make it sharp very well, to sharpen the inner surface of the clipper blade. You want to sharpen professionally. So you divide the clipper blade into two like this. You have done the necessary things on the stone surface you want to use. Then you want to start from here. So when you are sharpening, you position your thumb at the right place. Go back and watch my video again. I've did video on that, where you can place your thumb, on the blade, so that I can be able to get the correct sharpening. There are some places you can place your thumb on the blade that after the sharpening, when you test your clipper blade, it will not work. It will not work at all, or it may not work fine. Some will even cut, them can skin the hair, but when it comes to barber low cut, it will not cut it. So you need to take note very well. You need to take note very well. You understand me? That is why I'm saying go back to the old videos. You can watch them again. There are many things, many videos I cannot produce again. I produced them in the past. I cannot be producing only one type of video many times. So you go back and watch how to position your thumb, where to position your thumb on the blade, upper clipper blade, bottom clipper blade, for sharpening. After you have gotten that one right, now you want to sharpen. You start from here. Now you continue the sharpening. You continue the sharpening. You see the way I'm sharpening now. You continue the sharpening. Then after you sharpen this side, you take note of what I'm saying very well. You divide the blade into two. You have sharpened this side. Now you want to come back here and sharpen here. You now continue sharpen here again. You continue sharpening. Later you stop. There's one thing I want you to take note. This sharpening you are sharpening, you are looking for two things on the surface of the blade. You are looking for two things. You want the inner surface of this blade to shine very well. You want it to shine. Then to make it flat from here, cover it here to flat, the levels will be in the same way. Those are the two things you are looking for. You want the surface of the inner blade of this blade to be flattened. That is number one. And to have total shining across, to remove all those black portions there. You make all the surface shining like stainless. Those are the two things you are looking for. Then when you now apply pressure, when you are sharpening only on one side too much than the other side here, or you are sharpening on this side too much than this side, when you now turn it now, you now test, you will see that one side is down, one side is up, or this side may be down, this side may be up, or this side may be down, this side may be up, or this side may be down, this side may be up. So the level will not be the same. So you will get total shining across, but the color of the shining will be different. We are coming to that one later. I will still do tutorial on that one. That is why I'm saying you should subscribe to the channel, so that when different type of videos are coming in, you can be able to get notified. You'll be able to see the notification on your YouTube that another video has come out. You can be able to watch it again. So another video is coming on that one. When you apply pressure too much here, or the number of to and fro you are counting for here is too many than here, the way you press it down is too much here than here, or is too much here than here, the level of the surface will now go down. One side will be down, one side will be up, and once one side is down, one side is up, the surface cannot be flattened, and the shining you are going to get, you get total shining across, but it will have two color. So I will do video on that one too, to make you to understand what time to fashion out by that two shining color. I will do video on that one too. Yeah, subscribe to the channel and press the notification to get notified. That is for the upper clipper blade. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Now we have treated for the upper clipper blade. Let me drop the upper clipper blade down now. Then we now go for the bottom clipper blade. This bottom clipper blade, at the same time, you can call it comping blade. This one is upper clipper blade or cutting blade or upper clipper blade. This one is combing blade or bottom clipper blade. Now you want to sharpen for the bottom clipper blade. Now I've explained to you initially, you want to sharpen, you divide the blade into two like this. When you divide it into two, let me turn it again like this, you divide it into two portions like this. You can first sharpen here. After you sharpen here finish, you come back here. After you sharpen here finish, you now turn it. You clean the surface, you check. Wherever the stone has work reach, you can be able to see, study the inside. You can be able to watch exactly where the stone has started working, where it has work reach, where the work has not touched at all. You can be able to notify in the back here where it touches the upper clipper blade here, and in the front where it touches the upper clipper blade. So after that one now, you now repeat the process again. You divide the clipper blade into two again. You first sharpen here. After you sharpen here, then now you sharpen here, then you check. Then when you check now, you study the inner surface. Wherever the work remains again, you get it. But there's one thing I want you to take note. Once you did not take note of that area, you sharpen your clipper blade finished, you might detect that the clipper blade will not work at all, or it will work partially. It will not enjoy the work at all. Just to say it will not work fine. In a nutshell, it will not work fine. Because when you sharpen here now, you sharpen here, you did not take note of the pressure you apply for here. You position your blade like this, or you position it in this way. You now start from here. Now you divide the blade into two. You start from here, you continue sharpening. You continue sharpening. After you divide the blade into two again, you have sharpened for here, then you come back here again, you started sharpening. After, then don't forget, in the previous tutorial, I did video on how you can position your thumb on the back of the blade. For the first side, how you can position your thumb on the back of the blade, that is bottom clipper blade or the combing blade. So that after the sharpening, you can be able to get the right sharpening you want, professional sharpening. The blade is going to work fine. Then now, go back and watch that video. I've did it. Then now, the pressure, the way you press the blade down on the stone, the way you apply the pressure on the back of the blade to press it down on the surface of the stone, that is where we are now. When you now press it too much here, you press it too much one side, you press it too much one side, you press it too much. Then the other side now, you did not press too much. You can see it. So you press too much here, you apply light pressure here, very, very light. When you now sharpen finish, you now check where this is the area you apply too much pressure. This is where you apply too much pressure. This side, you did not apply too much pressure. Try to understand me again. This side now, from here to here, you apply too much pressure on the sharpening. Then the center here to here, you did not apply too much pressure here. Then when you now check the level of the inner surface of the blade you have sharpened, I mean the bottom clipper blade or the combing blade, you will now discover that this place is down. Where you apply too much pressure, this place is down totally. This place where you apply light pressure or little pressure or low pressure, this side will be up. This side will be up. Then when you do for the upper clipper blade too, you did it in the same way. When you now put it on each other, you fix it together like this, not to deceive ourselves. One side will get closed, one side will get open. The clipper blade is not going to work fine. Let me get closer to the camera. You can be able to understand it. You see, you divide the clipper blade into two. You apply much pressure here. You apply light pressure here. This place is going to go down. The inner surface is going to go down for upper and the bottom clipper blade very well. This side is going to go up for the upper and the bottom clipper blade very well. When you now put them together like this, you put it together like this one is going to develop gap by the center here. Watch carefully. It's going to develop gap in between the blades. This area will be closed. From here to here is going to close, going to tight. The blade is going to agree together very well. Whereas from the center here to here is going to develop gap in the center. Therefore, if you now do the normal thing, you now put the oil after the sharpening of the clipper blade, you now test from here like this to here is going to work fine. From the center here to this side is not going to work at all. So it will be one-sided working clipper blade. One-sided working clipper blade is an error. So that is how you can develop that error. That is why I'm trying to let you know. I'm trying to explain for you in orally so that I can be able to understand it really. When I put it into sharpening, many will not get it right. But when I explain in this way for you, so when you are sharpening, you can be able to take note. When you divide the clipper blade into two for sharpening, the way you apply pressure on this side have to be the same. The way you apply pressure on the other side here. The way you apply pressure here, this side, have to be the same with the way you apply pressure in the other side here. So that after the sharpening, you now check the inner surface of the upper and the bottom clipper blade is going to be flattened the same way. The level is going to be the same. The shining is going to be the same. That is how you can get the best out of the sharpening. Can you see it now? When you divide it into two. That is how you can develop an error, common error in sharpening of the clipper blade. And I have told you the way you can correct it through this tutorial too. Thank you. Don't forget to like this video. After the like, you share the video out, you subscribe to the channel, then don't forget to press the notification button so that the moment another video is coming out, you can be able to get notified. And the subscribe means when you subscribe to the channel, you can be able to go back to all the old videos I've produced. You can be able to watch them. You practice. From there, you become a professional. Thank you. Be expecting another valuable tutorial after this one.